Hi guys, good morning. I hope you're able to hear me. So let me open my notebook. So let me create a complete. So is everyone continuing the practice class? Did you face any issues? Now the cluster is ready. So till in the last session, what we discussed is we discussed about yes, Rene. Do you want to talk? You can unmute yourself. You can unmute if you want to talk. Rene.
Yeah. So after class, I can share now only
Okay.
because
So you're trying to do with the on-prem SAD type 1 and type 2 implementation, right?
Yes.
Say, did you set up that VNet or something? Is that right?
I configured with auto resolve only, but
No,
it is
not auto resolve. Auto resolve is not going to help. So something we need to set it from the networking side.
yes.
Okay, see, why you're wasting time with on-prem? Why do you want to do on-prem? Mostly we don't do it with on-prem. It is SAD type 1 and type 2 implementations. Especially transformations are not recommended to do with on-prem. They have given an option, but not recommended because that will not give a parallel processing.
So not doing on-prem. On-prem means
What is the data source? What is your data source on that?
SQL server.
Which SQL server? Which SQL server?
We connected with I connected with Azure server.
Azure SQL server only?
Yes, please.
And then why you need to go for? You can directly go for integration runtime only.
Yes, that only I am configured, but the thing is, the subtype is.
No, that's what I'm saying. Subset, why we need to go subset? We can directly go as like auto resolve integration.
When I execute that one, it is getting error every time. When I execute the pipeline, every time it is. I just Google, so so I came to know that subtype should be public. So I tried to create another integration server.
Okay, so do one thing. First of all, if your data source is a cloud database,
Yes.
we don't need external layer. You can directly go with the auto resolve integration runtime.
Yes.
That you know, right?
Yes.
Even I have used the same thing only in the class.
In that subtype is managed another thing. That is the reason I'm getting error.
Okay, so once the session is completed,
Yeah,
we'll see that. Okay, so by the time you just make it open, up and run. So we'll see that. Okay, so their intent, in that particular case, my intention is how we can do SAD type 1 implementation. But it went in different direction. Maybe you have used some integration runtime. Okay, so that maybe is causing some problem. But how about others, guys? Did anyone face similar kind of issue? Okay. Okay, so that's fine. We'll see that. Okay, so in the last session, we talked about the map function. If you wanted to apply the transformation for each and every item of the list, then we can go for the map transformation. And apart from the map transformation, we have a filter transformation also. So that we are going to say. So filter transformation is going to filter the data based on your requirement. That means if I wanted to apply transformation for any specific records, then we can go and apply the filter. Okay, so if you want to apply transformation for every row, then you can go for the map. And if you want to apply transformation for few records, first you need to apply the filter, then you have to go for transformation. Okay, so this is how we can do it. It is used to filter the data based on condition. So wherever you go, this requirement is very much similar. Even if you go for SQL or if you go for Data Factory, if you go for Python or if you go for Databricks, the concept is same. So when the moment you get this filter or when the moment you get restriction, then we can say it is a data restriction or data filter. So I'm just taking a task here. Task by task 6. declare a list with marks. So I wanted to declare the list like 70, 60, 80, 90. Let's take a 50. Total 6 subjects, right? Let's take 80. Okay, so like this, I'm having a marks here. I wanted to declare this marks. You can take anything, any numbers, you can take it. The second is apply filter to get only if the marks are greater than. So if the marks are greater than 60, then I wanted to take it. And finally, you can print the result. So here itself, we can give the answer. Okay, so this is going to get, I'm just taking the numbers which are not going to get. This is not going to get because it is a greater than 60. And this is also is not going to get. So we are going to get the 70, 80, 90 and 80. We are going to get in the output. Okay, so let's declare first list. That we know it already. How we can declare a list? A list equals to. So I'm just taking a copy and paste it. Now list is available. I wanted to apply the filter. Filter lambda, because we need to give the same syntax only, the way we have given syntax for a map. In the more or less in the same way we are going to give it for lambda also. The only thing is we are going to have a condition. Okay, so x colon expression we have, right? Last time we have written something like x plus 1, something like this. But we need to give a condition. So condition is, I wanted to say x greater than 60. So here what I'm trying to do here is, so for each item of this list is going to come here. I mean to say we are specifying the list here, LST. Now observe, the 70 will come to this particular place first, to this x. Now x is what? 70. 70 greater than 60. Succeeded. 70 will come here. Next 60 will come to here. 60 greater than 60. Condition is failed. It will not get. Next 80 will come to here. 80 greater than 60. It is true. So 80 will come. 90 will come to here. 90 is greater than 60. It is true. So 90 will come. Second, the 50 will come to here. So 50 greater than 60. If condition is failed. So 50 will not come. So 80 will come to here. 80 greater than 60. So 80 is going to get. So this is how it is going to iterate the loop. For every item, the condition is going to be applied. Now the output of this function is going to be filter object. The output of this function is going to be filter object. Okay, so just observe, I'm just going to make this res equals to, if I run this, if I try to print this print of res, it's a filter object. So when map object is going to give, map function gives map object and filter function gives filter object. So we need to convert this result into list. In order to read that, we need to convert this into list. So then only we can print it. So I'm just going to say list of result. Let's execute it. Now you can see 70, 80, 90 and 80. So we are going to get the filter. Depends on the requirement. We can apply the filter, and on top of this filter data, if you wanted to apply transformation for every row, every item of this particular items, I mean to say, if you want to apply transformation on filtered items, then we can go for again map function. The next use case I'm saying task 7 You can try from your side. Okay, so I wanted to declare numbers up to 10. And get only odd numbers. Print final result. Can you please try from your side? Or you can do it. Try without lambda function and with lambda function. Escape in chat box once you are done. Only one answer I got. Person also I got it. Lambda style. My output should be as a list only, finally. Okay, so let me show you here. LST equals to, I'm declaring 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 10. So you can declare the numbers like this, or so this one we already know it, how we can declare. Apart from this, we can also use the function called range function. You can use the function called range function to declare the values 1, 11. Okay, so just observe before getting this. I wanted to print this LST. Just observe what it is giving. So it is giving range on. The values are not good because we have to convert this into the list. To convert into list, we can use the function called list. Now if you print it, you can see list of values are there. You can declare like this, or you can declare with the range function also for practicing. So I wanted to start from 1. The upper bound is, because it is going to start from the 0. So we have to say upper bound minus 1. If you wanted to say up to 10, then we need to say 11. So if you need a 20, then we need to say 21. Now I have a list here inside this LST. We already tested, the values are getting. And I wanted to declare one empty list. I wanted to declare one empty list, add NBRs, odd numbers, one empty list, I'm just keeping it. So without lambda style, I'm saying it's pure Python style, we can say. Of course, this lambda also is even Python style only. For I in LST. Then I wanted to say if I modulus 2 equals to 1, then it is an odd number, right? So I'm just taking first number will come to here into this place, and you're checking 1 modulus 2 is the remainder 1 or not. If remainder is 1, then what you wanted to do, I have to add the numbers to this list. If the remainder is 0, then I don't want to do anything. Only if the remainder equals to 1, then I wanted to add a number to the odd numbers list. So let's go inside this if function. In the if function, I'm going to say odd numbers dot append. We already seen append function. I. We are going to take, because whatever the number is getting, that number we are going to append if the remainder is 1. Okay, so let me say print of odd numbers. I'll just execute it. You can see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So only odd numbers it is getting. So if you need a even numbers, in place of this one, we are going to keep just 0. Okay, so however you wanted to keep the condition, you can keep the condition. Not equal to 0 also can keep to get the even to get the odd numbers. So if the remainder is 1, then I wanted to add all those numbers to the empty list. Now if I wanted to do the same thing with Python style, lambda style, then how you can do it? Same to same list I'm just going to take. Okay, so just for understanding, I'm keeping this here. So once you have a list, then you can go for filter function. This LST is going to give all the 10 numbers, right? You can see. Okay. Now I wanted to apply the filter function. Filter lambda x colon x modulus 2 equals to 1. X colon x modulus 2 equals to 1. And then you need to pass the LST. Okay, so this list of values we need to pass. The list of values are here. From this list, it is going to take one by one, and it is going to check is the remainder one or not. I'm just going to say here, I wanted to convert this into this one also, right? So we need to apply the list. Okay, that's fine. We can keep the res. And here I'm going to convert into print list of res. Let's execute it. So same result we are getting even if you go with the lambda style or without lambda style also you can have it. So you can do the same thing for even numbers if you wanted to get it. Okay, I'm just taking a copy and paste it for this reference. I'm just saying even numbers. So in place of 1, I'm just going to say 0. Here also it is a 0. So only even numbers we are going to get it. Okay. So like this, you can apply the filter for any kind of thing. Okay, so we are going to come across as part of RDD. We are going to see how we can use this function. In that particular case, we don't need to specify this list. So in place of this, something like this, it is going to be there when you go for RDD. RDD dot filter, we are going to have it. RDD dot filter, we are going to have in order to filter the data. But here you need to pass the list. We need to pass the collection object in the filter function. But there will be slight difference when you go for the RD. And one more function I wanted to talk about is a reduce function. Okay, just to summarize the data. So mostly for numbers only we are going to use this. Task 9. And declare numbers up to 5. So 5 numbers I'm just going to add it. First 5 numbers I wanted to add. Let's say the second is apply summarization. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So total value, whatever the value we are going to get, that we need to get it. Okay, so 2, 3, 6, 10, 15. Print final result. Okay, so we need to use the function called reduce function. So this reduce function, you have to import. This function is not directly available. So this is available in the func tools. Okay, so from the func tools, we need to import this function in order to use this. Okay, so first we'll go without this particular function. I mean to say without reduce function, I wanted to summarize it. So you also can try how you can summarize without reduce function. Take a minute and give me the answer. So if possible, even we can have this Databricks community and do check and give. Okay, so there is some syntax is missing. So numbers are getting printed. So first you need to declare 5 numbers. That we already know it. LST equals to range. We can say 1 comma 6. 1 comma 6. Right? If you print these values, so we need to convert this as a list. Print of LST, 5 numbers we are getting. This 5 number sum I wanted to do it. Both the answer correct. Okay. So I'm just giving the result is 0. Okay, so I'm just keeping the 0 and then I'm going for the for loop. So we know already for loop, how we can take a for loop, right? For loop, I in LST colon. And you can also give this entire thing directly in place of this. Okay, just for simplicity, I'm taking into multiple lines. And here I'm going to say res equals to res plus I. So first res is 0. First iteration, what happens? You're going to get the first one, right? So 1 will be there here. Then what is the value of res? 0. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 will be assigned to the result. Then 2 will come to the next iteration. Okay, so already having result is 1. So 2 plus, here it is 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2, 3. And 3 will be assigned to this again to the result. Okay, so that is how it is going to iterate the loop. Now, if you print this result, we are having, you can see. I wanted to print this LST also. Okay. So first 5 members total is 15. Okay, so this is normal style it is. So with Redis, if you wanted to do it, again, we have a different, we can go with the normal function, we can go with the event lambda function also. So both I will tell you with Redis by calling custom function. By calling custom function, I wanted to do it. So we can create a custom function here. Let me create a first custom function. So to create a custom function, you can use the def function 1 and then a comma b, or return a plus b. And then just declaring this list. And then, so I wanted to use this reduce function. To use the reduce function, we need to, before importing, I will try to execute it, then see well what kind of error we are going to get. I'm just taking result 1 equals to a reduce of. So reduce is going to ask a function. Our map is going to ask a function. But in this particular case, I'm going to call my function 1, comma, I'm going to pass the list here. Whatever the list I'm having here, I'm just going to pass that list. Okay, so let's try to execute this. So this reduce is not defined because this function is not going to be available directly. We need to import from the func tools. So here we need to say from func tools import reduce. Now it is executed. Now if we print this result 1, now you can see 15 only, here it is getting. Okay, so list of values is going to be given by calling this function. First it takes first 2 values, then it will be return something. And again it is going to take 1 more value. It is going to add something like this. It is going to apply the aggregation. So this is with the custom function. I wanted to do the same thing with lambda function. Let me take out this up to here. This one I need. Now I have a list. Okay. So then I wanted to apply aggregation, right, with lambda style. So if that is the case, then we can use same reduce function. You can use, let's say, a reduce of lambda x comma y colon x plus y. Result 2 equals to okay, comma LST. Lambda spelling. Okay, so now the result 2 is available here. I'm just going to keep this. Okay, so I'm just keeping print. Let's say print of res2. Now here also we are getting 15. Okay, so which one much more easier? This one is easier. This style is easier. Okay, so instead of having your own function, in this particular place, you can directly write a lambda function. So x comma y colon x plus y comma list. Okay, so x comma y means basically it is going to take, you're having this list of values, something like this. Let me take this. How exactly this is going to work is, and then this is the logic we're taking. So x comma y means first it will take first two values from the list. Okay, so x is now x equal to 1 and y equals to 2. Then x plus y. So x plus y means you are going to get 1 plus 2. So 3 you will get. And this 3 will be assigned, to this x. And this 3 will come to y. The 3 will come to y. So now again 3 plus 3. What is the value? 6. And 6 will be assigned to this x. And 4 will be coming to the y. Okay, so x plus y means 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 equal to 10. Now this 10 is going to be added to x. That means it is going to refer to the x. And we have a 5 still in the list. This 5 will come to the y. Now x plus 5. That means 10 plus 5. So that is the final result. Okay, so this final result will be returned to this result variable. The reduce function returns number only. Reduce function returns number only. Okay. So I hope everyone clear on this, how exactly this is working. So in RDD, we have a function called reduce by key. We are going to use based on the key, it is going to group the data. So the same style, that function also is going to work in the similar style. Okay, let's go back to here. Okay, that is fine. Now, the next thing is, I wanted to give this task to you. You just try. Let me take a copy of this. So declare numbers up to 10 and apply filter, or simply I will say apply summarization only for first 5 even numbers. Okay, so here we have a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You can declare the numbers up to whatever the numbers you want. Okay, so you can keep only 1 point. Apply summarization for only first 5 even numbers. Okay, so try to do with this all approaches. Without reduce function. And with this function, how you can do it? Okay, so this is an exercise for you. You can try. Okay, so by this time, this is the end of the Python basics. So this is more enough for us. And in the next session, we are going to talk about the commands. Okay, so file system commands. Especially we can say them Databricks utilities. Okay, so Databricks utilities are very important. Next 3 sessions we are going to be there with DB utils commands. Like let me show you. So we have a DB utils we are having. Now this one. In the help of dbutils.fs. I think they changed this help something different. Okay, so the simple thing I just wanted to say, like what we are going to say as part of the next 3 sessions is, okay, so here in the Databricks, we are going to deal with the file system here also. Okay, so we have a ADLS to use as part of our requirement, and we are also going to say DBFS. So Databricks file system. Okay, so this is a Databricks file system. And ADLS we already know, Azure Data Lake Storage Center. And this too we are going to use as part of our practices throughout the course. And even we have a HDFS, but it is out of the boundary. Okay, so you can also, if you wanted to try with HDFS, if it is configured, then you can also go for that, but it's out of the boundary for this particular course. Okay, so if you wanted to copy a file from one place to other place, in Data Factory, we used copy data activity. Okay, so before Data Factory, Databricks was there. So in Databricks, how they used to do it? If they wanted to copy a single file, how they can copy it from one place to another place, and if they wanted to copy multiple files, then how we can do it. And if you wanted to add the date and timestamp to the file, how we can do it. All those things are going to be there as part of this particular place. Okay, so they are also very important. So in that particular place, we are going to have a Python basics also is going to be involved, like list is there, iteration. So loop, we need to iterate it. Okay, so how we can handle the file systems data, like files, how we can do the data ingestion with this particular thing that we are going to see. So transformation is going to be happen by using RDD and data frame. So, okay, so I'm not talking about the RDD event basics now, because once this file system commands are completed, then we can go for others. Let's say you are trying to do something. How do you know the file is available? Okay, how do you know the file is available? To know it, we can use dbutils.fs.ls. Okay, so we can specify. I'll give all those details. Okay, so from in the next session, I mean to say from next 3 to 4 sessions, we are going to have on this particular topics. Okay, so in this place, we have a file store. Okay, so file store is only tables are there. We don't have any folder. First of all, how we can create a directory? In Data Factory, we have done it. Data Factory, if we give the names, it will take care about it. So here, how we can handle it? How we can create a directory inside a directory? Is it possible to copy one directory to another place? Okay, so all these things we are going to discuss about it. Okay. So I'm stopping here. Srini, if you want to share your screen, you can share. Or anyone having any question before Srini starting sharing a screen?
Yeah, where on this side, sir? I have one question.
Yeah.
Sir, SCD0 is nothing but just loading the data from source to destination.
SCD0.
Yeah. So we have SCD0 here.
Where did you hear that term, SCD0?
So generally in SS we have SS 0, 1, 2, right?
SSIS, you're saying?
Yeah.
And did you implement anywhere SCD 0?
So like whatever I know, like what the data we have in the source, you directly dump into the destination.
That is full loading, right?
Okay.
Full loading, even we can do the same thing. If you have some concept, if you know in SSIS, try to do here also. That
Okay.
comes under the full loading, truncate and load.
Okay, fine, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else, guys? So Srini, where is this? Okay, Srini, you can say. Yeah, Venkat, please. Go.
Actually, yesterday, so till now I practiced on Azure SQL, but yesterday I tried to install that on-premises, right? I installed, it's working fine only.
Okay.
But while creating linked services, it's throwing an error.
Okay. So what is the error? Did you install integration runtime?
Yes, everything, even that self-hosted IR also running fine in my area.
Okay. So what type of authentication you're using? If it is already open, then you can also share your screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Srini, you can go ahead. First thing, can you go to the connections?
Is it fine?
Yeah, this is fine. Can you open the data flow? Oh, no, let's go for data flow directly. Take a source. Go for data preview. Are you able to see the data here?
Yeah, data is coming.
Okay, so then what is the problem you're facing?
Yeah, when we run the pipeline, there it is.
Okay. So then there is no issue with the data flow.
Data flow, no issues.
Okay,
And with
select
debug,
that activity, data flow activity, settings. It's auto. Why you went for managed? Why are you installing? You will be having some default integration runtime, right?
no, sorry.
Can you go to the
Little bit.
data factory?
Uh,
Data
Yeah.
factory set up, yeah,
integration.
integration runtime.
This is already there.
But
Here we need to do something.
no. This integration runtime you have to use. But I think something it is showing in your data flow. Can you go to your data flow? I mean, it's a pipeline.
It is
It is having managed virtual network. Why are having this?
It should be public, right?
No, sir. I asked with only auto resolve integration runtime. On top of it, you have done something with managed virtual network. So that is the causing a problem.
Some settings happened or how?
Something is like what you can say. You modified existed integration runtime, Srini, if I am correct.
Nothing.
So that is a problem. Okay, so because these are all administration activities, right? So if something goes wrong, difficult to test it. In real time, we will simply throw this to the networking team.
Can I execute now? It is saying that auto resolve is not.
Auto resolve is not available because you modified something. Okay, so what we can do, like, is it possible to recover? Can you go for adding of integration runtime?
Yeah.
Add plus name.
Yeah, we are able to
Add it.
But It is
This
not
is
showing.
Azure. You added this integration runtime. Can you go to the select first option? Let's try.
Yeah. You can go. Here it will show. Yes.
Yeah, this one you have installed.
Yes.
Okay, so by default, it comes with one integration runtime, right? That is
Yeah.
more enough for us. Okay,
But
if you're
maybe it should be in public, sir. What I see. So
you meant to say auto resolve integration runtime?
yeah, here sometimes I saw in one article it should be public. So I created one linked server and it is in Azure DevOps. Sir. When I save, na, so I
Okay.
show one. Something is see. It is there in when I created integration runtime. But it exists. See, yesterday I created this along with the auto. I created this one,
Okay.
but it is
so-
not showing in our pipeline, our data factory. I don't know. Again, with this, I have executed this one. When I create this one with new, it is showing as public. Then it
Okay.
works when I configure with this one. Here, if we configure with auto resolve, it will work. It is
Yes.
working.
Yes.
So I don't know what exactly happened for this. Whether
So the some installation or configuration is missed. Okay, so take out all the repository and just keep that only data flow. Okay, so you can take the backup of the data flow. Okay, so you can restore it. Only yeah, only can take only the data flow. I mean to say what we can say. From the repository, you can remove all the integration runtimes
okay, this
and
one.
create one more new repository. Try for taking the code into that particular new data factory. So two things: create one new data factory and try to take the code from here.
New data set. But IR should be
IR should be auto resolve integration runtime.
here only we need to resolve. We need to do
Yeah.
something because it should.
No, it is already went for managed virtual network. Okay, so if you have any friends with networking side
Okay.
from Azure, you can take a help from that to set up.
Right.
Yeah, Venkat, do you want to share the screen?
Yes, Bhaskar.
Please share.
Can I share now?
Yeah, please. Okay, can you go to Data Factory?
So you are able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, I'm able to see self-hosted, source database. So, what is the user here? How you are logging in your system?
Actually, while installing, right, so I didn't give any name, specific name. So by default, it took as a PC name only.
Okay, so just take a copy of your PC server name.
This one?
Take a copy.
Yeah.
And before the username, you can keep it. Before username,
Even I tried this as well.
give a slash, backslash, and give your system password.
Password?
Yeah, system password. How you are logging.
Oh, login.
Login password. Your laptop login password.
Oh, that one, yeah, but I didn't give it. Okay. Oh,
So that is the problem.
I given password while and still it is also.
Okay, so that's fine. Open your SSMS. I think for someone we set this issue. Okay, so can you go to
SQL Server authentication?
yeah, securities, I guess. In securities, the server. You just right click on the server.
Yeah.
Yeah, right click on it. Security or somewhere you can find. Not this one. Can you go to securities in the down? In the down, you can see there is a security. Yeah. Expand it. Logins.
SA.
Okay,
Password.
SA is there. Somewhere we have given this. Okay. System login. Oh my God. 1 minute. Properties, I guess. Yeah. Can you right click on the server? Can you right click on the server and go to the properties? Security.
Here
Okay. SQL authentication you have. Okay. So did you remember any SA password, SA username password?
Yes, yes.
You can use the SA account if you remember that. Can you go to Data Factory? Data Factory.
Why? Because password means here I'm able to log in, right?
No, this is okay. This is okay. Windows authentication it is.
Okay.
But your system password is PIN number, I guess.
Yes,
right?
yes. My system password is a PIN number only.
So username give a SA. Username.
Here.
just select SQL Server authentication.
Yeah, select SQL authentication.
Hmm.
And username is SA.
SA.
And while installing it, definitely you give some password, right? Enter that password. Test connection.
Yeah, how it is? Yes, yeah, how we got it?
Because default it will take SA. Okay, when you take for Windows and SQL authentication, SA will be taken default.
Okay.
Okay, you can use this, or you can also create one login, and you can use that login also. SA is the better for practice. SA is better.
Okay, okay. And one more thing, I think I forgot. So if I keep maintain the self-hosted IR also, it will not be chargeable, right?
Not chargeable.
Okay, why? Because it's running.
Yeah, not chargeable.
Yeah, that's all from my side. That's it.
Okay, okay. Okay then. And parallel, everyone, if still pending in the area of parallel, do practice even Databricks also, so that both will come parallelly.